understand what you're saying. No.
There it is.
Let's hear it.
Well, let's hear it.
Talk to us.
Beadle and Decker, taking on sports talk like no one else. Michelle Beadle,
I'm just helping. I'm helping America one by one.
Cody Decker.
I 100% believe in revenge. Revenge is a great thing.
Back to the sports.
Back and ready for more.
Every time I tune them out, they pull me back in.
It's Beadle and Decker. Here's Michelle and Cody.
Hello, everybody. It is here, and I have an echo. But don't worry, Rocky's going to figure it out because that's what Rocky does. Welcome to Beadle and Decker. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. And yes, still no Michelle Beadle, but that is not a surprise. That is by design. She is over in Las Vegas right now, living it up at the Cup, even though today she's probably a miserable hag of herself because them Spurs lost last night in the NBA Cup. And if there's one thing Michelle Beadle loves, and it's probably the only thing outside of the name Winnie, it would be the San Antonio Spurs. So looking forward to making fun of her about that next week. We are in the midst of guest host week, and we've had a great week so far. We've started with Rob Brown, the pride of South Carolina. Yesterday, Jim Rodriguez, the pride of Miami. And as far as I'm concerned, the pride of Southern California. The one, the only host of Shark Bets, Jen Piacenti. Jen, welcome to Beadle and Decker, and thank you so much for joining us this
Thanks
week.
for having me. I drove all the way up, like an hour and a half. I planned early. I optimistically put on my sunglasses, thinking that this haze was going to burn off, but actually,
It just did.
I think we're getting it.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Santa Monica, the best part of Southern California, where the haze always burns off right around noon. Welcome. And also, you have a show called Shark Bets, and not to mention on top of that, you and I have worked together at Sirius XM.
Yes.
Is that the only place we work together? I had it in my
Yes.
head that you and I worked together at BetMGM or VSiN as well at some point.
No, I have done hits on BetMGM and on VSiN, but we've never worked together. We only worked together a few times on Sirius XM, and
But we've run into each other at Circa like a year ago, like when me and Michelle were doing the show over there and you were doing a show there at the same time.
Yep.
But you just let me know something that I had no idea.
Yes.
It turns out you thought I hated you.
Yes, that's true.
And I cannot stress this out. One, I'm sorry. And two, no, I didn't.
well, that's great to know because honestly, whenever you messaged me last week and you're like, "Hey, do you want to come down and host the show?" I'm like, "But I thought maybe you hated me."
No.
Yeah, so this goes back to, and I'm actually quite glad that you don't remember this because it has haunted me.
I have no
for years.
recollection of it whatsoever, but I believe
Yeah.
you wholeheartedly.
So this goes back to a few years ago at Sirius XM, and I was hosting a show. I was filling in, I think, for Steve. I was filling in for Steve.
Okay, so it was right before Beadle and Decker started,
Yes,
and I was doing a bunch of
exactly.
stuff at Sirius XM too, like on Mad Dog and a bunch of channels, and I had worked with like a dozen different people, and I remember we worked together.
Yeah.
But I don't remember this.
So I'm filling in for Steve, and I'm a little nervous because I'm also filling in. And they said, "Hey, you're going to be on with Cody Decker. You know, he's a former MLB player." I'm like, "Oh, that's so cool. This is going to be so fun." This is when Cody was first kind of getting into media more, I believe.
At Sirius, no. At that point, I was already at Fox Sports, and I was a few years.
But
in,
you
yeah.
were new at Sirius.
I was brand new at Sirius. I had never worked at Sirius. I was at Odyssey for the previous 4 years.
So I was like, okay, Wikipedia. And I look up and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be so clever and so cute. And when he gets on, I'm going to ask him all these things. I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to look you up on Wikipedia and this, and ask him all these questions. So what do I go for first? So I go to his Wikipedia, and the first thing I see is, oh, okay, so he's married and he's met his wife on Twitter. So first thing right out of the gate. Cody, so I looked you up on Wikipedia. And so I see that you're married to your wife and you met her on Twitter. And I think that's what the face looked like. And he was like, no, don't talk about it. Never. Do not bring
Let's
this up.
talk
ever.
about
anything
anything
but
else.
that. And I
Like
was
anything else. Like, would you rather talk about the war in Ukraine or all,
I'm like,
anything that's happening in
also,
Israel right now? That would be more comfortable than talking about
Like, so
at the
Whit
time.
Merrifield.
At the time, I want
Yeah.
to make that abundant.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
now, let's be real clear.
Yeah.
I'm so happily divorced. It's
Yes.
great. But at the time,
Apparently that
I
was
was
bad
going
timing.
through a divorce,
Yeah.
and as you
I'm
know,
so
with
sorry.
divorces, why? I'm fantastic. At the time, though, it was mom was the word. I was not. No one wants to talk about them going through the divorce, and you know how divorces go. Threats are made. So I had to be quiet.
So yeah, whoever is updating Cody's Wikipedia.
Yeah, fuck you for not updating that
We're gonna
properly
update
and
that.
paying more attention to my personal
It
life.
might be updated now. I should check
It
your
might not be.
Wikipedia now.
No. This is funny you say that because when I moved to New York, you know, I go to New York, and as I'm there, I'm going through a divorce and everything, and I get on the apps like every guy or girl does, and trying to meet new people. And it was a nightmare because I'm at this point, I'm on FS1, I'm on television and on Sirius XM, and I was kind of working a lot. I had a new show on Stadium at the time, I had the show on FS1, I'm doing all this stuff at Sirius, and I still had my BetMGM show. So I was running like 6 jobs, and I was on TV or radio every single day. I was having a pretty nice little short run there. But unfortunately, because of that short little run and my Wikipedia saying what it was, I went on so many Hinge dates where the first question was, aren't you married? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, this sucks. Like, this is when I learned it is better to be known, not famous. And now I don't think I'm famous. I'm definitely not famous. Michelle is famous. I'm just along for the ride.
Can you edit your own Wikipedia? How does that work?
I'm sure I can. I just don't want to. I want somebody else to do it for me. I already have to do enough things. Going back and re-editing my Wikipedia just ain't it for me.
Well, luckily, I don't have a Wikipedia. So
well, we can fix that today. Jen Piacenti in all day. Obviously, you're more background these days because with shark bets and everything and all the stuff you've done with BetMGM and all that. Like, gambling is more your forte.
For sure.
But what is your go-to? If it's not a gambling thing, what's your go-to sport?
MLB.
That's correct fucking answer, man. Correct answer. See, you got Rock even going right there. Rock's all fired up. Rock is a newly formed football fan last weekend. He's never really been into football. He went to his first NFL game, and now he's all in.
Wait, how did that happen? Are you from America?
Yeah. his dad's a diehard San Francisco fan.
Oh, well, that'll do it. That'll swear you off.
Yeah, but it was a new experience. It was fun.
That's awesome. Well, I am unfortunately born into Cowboys fandom, and there's nothing I can listen. I want to explain this to people. There are so many people that are Cowboys fans. Am I a fan of Jerry?
Of course, you're a fan of Jerry.
No, I'm not a fan of Jerry.
Man.
Jerry.
Who doesn't love Jerry?
Everybody loves Jerry.
Everybody loves Jerry.
No, I don't love Jerry. But when you're born in Texas, or I actually wasn't born in Texas, when you grow up in Texas, and Friday Night Lights is a real thing, that's not just a TV show or a movie. You are born into Cowboy fandom.
Wait, are you from Waco? You from that area, or like?
No, I'm from Mesquite. Where they have the rodeo. Oh, you didn't know?
Wait
I'm
a second,
from Texas?
it's Texas. Where don't they have the rodeo?
Well, no. Mesquite rodeo is a big deal.
Sorry.
Big deal.
Sorry, Texas.
Okay.
I've done a decent amount of living in Texas, so just give me the area, okay?
So I played Dallas.
I played in the Texas League, so it's closer to Dallas.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes from Dallas.
Okay.
Are you ready for this, guys? It's the dry city outside of Dallas. So
what a stupid thing. What a stupid fucking place.
It was pretty bad. So when I went to college.
Frisco's also dry, by the way.
Is it really? I didn't know Frisco was dry.
I hate that I know that.
Well, because you have to get your stupid Unicard to order a drink.
I played I played a bunch of AA games in Frisco,
nice
Texas.
city.
I was in the Texas League for way too long.
Nicer
Playing in
than
San
Mesquite.
Antonio of all places too. No, it's not my favorite. Michelle lives there. She loves it. I don't know why.
Well, they've got the Riverwalk.
It's the worst part of San Antonio.
It's pretty bad. No, but in Mesquite, it was 5 minutes from Dallas. So when I went to college, I went to TCU. And I remember going into the grocery store and seeing alcohol at the grocery store and just being like, oh my God.
Wow. Are those drugs?
Wow. And like within a year, I was like moving to New York.
Wow. It was like an awakening. He's like, look at all the illegal booze. Get me to Manhattan. Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, Kevin in Texas is already a big fan of you because Friday Night Lights, baby. State championship weekend started today in Texas. So go Coyotes. Go Coyotes.
And I sang the national anthem at the Texas State Championship when I was
How's the voice?
high school.
Can you still
I used
rock
to
the
be
shit
able
out of
to
it?
sing.
What about now?
I don't know. Haven't tried.
Let's find out as the show goes forward. The goal is to get Jen Piacenti to sing the national anthem or a national anthem. You can sing "O Canada," I don't mind. Welcome everybody to the show. Of course, the chat is live. Tavio really appreciated you asking immediately if Rocky is from America. It's a fair question to ask, and Jen will be with us for today's show. Very excited to have her, and we'll just get into it. But first, let's go ahead and look at our producer in Chicago, Shane. What's up, my guy?
Hello. How are you guys? Good afternoon.
You look fantastic. What's the temperature like over there? I just want to let you know there's not a cloud in the sky, and it's 70 degrees here in Santa Monica.
Yeah, we're warm today, brother. It's about 38, 39, and the snow is melting away. We're going to have like a 40-degree Christmas. You know what I'm doing on Friday, though? I wanted to tell you guys about this. I was very excited to tell you about this. Friday, me and some friends are going down to the Chicago River. where it's going to be 25 degrees, and we're getting into a boat that's a hot tub, and we're going around the Chicago River in this boat that's a hot tub. The entire boat is a cavity. It's a hot tub. And then there's just a motor on the front. It's on the front, like a trolling motor. You just go around the river in a hot tub.
Okay.
How about
Should we
that?
start a GoFundMe for Shane?
Yes.
Because the fact that this is what they have to do.
No, to be
for
fair.
joy.
No,
No, we
I've been
don't
trying
have
to get
to do
Shane
this.
out here.
I'm
You
so
want to do
jealous.
this.
No.
I would love to
listen.
to do this.
I will admit, I fucking love Chicago. Chicago is a great
Really?
city. Oh, dude.
No, the last time I was in Chicago, it was miserable. Now, my family's from Chicago. Remember I told you I wasn't born in Texas?
But
We
it's
are actually from
phenomenal.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago's the best.
We moved out of Chicago because it is the most miserable weather.
Oh, yes, it is.
The most miserable
I
weather.
agree with that sentiment. Same with New York. Like the New York and Chicago's weather is so fucking stupid that I constantly question why anyone built a city there.
I don't know.
But when the weather's not the worst in the world, God, Chicago's fucking great, dude.
I will give you this.
But
I
Jen,
think-
have you ever done a Chicago summer as an adult?
It's humid.
Not a full summer, no, but I have been to Wrigley Stadium, and I will say in the summer that is one of my favorite Wrigley Field, I should say. One of the best experiences I ever had in my life.
He's a White Sox
And
fan.
I have done the pizza tour because
That's not pizza. That's a bread basket with marinara.
I will tell you that the amount of summers that you can live here and build up your cachet really pays off in the winter because you know what you're looking forward to. So this winter is really bad this year. We normally don't start this early with the snow and with the cold. So that means it'll just be an earlier spring and Chicago summer will kick in exactly when we need it to.
Oh, great.
Very optimistic.
Great. You know what it is? It's 70 with no weather at all here right now, Shane.
Hey, Cody, fuck off, man.
Well, to be fair, there are caveats here too. It took her an hour and a half to drive roughly 19
did.
miles to get
It's
here.
true.
So listen, there are problems. But Shane right there, and of course, Rocky on the ones and twos. Rock, how you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing good.
Doing good as always.
Can we,
Lots going on back here.
Could we point out that Rock is rocking a sweet ass Star-Lord jacket today?
It's my go-to jacket.
It's a sweet jacket, is all I'm saying.
it's good.
All right, now let's go ahead and get into the sports, and it's already in there because the Great, one of our favorite listeners and viewers, he's already mad that we haven't gotten into the Cup yet. So let's go ahead and get into the Cup. But I don't think the Great's going to be happy about what we're going to get into when it comes to the Cup because NBA Cup officially in the books, the third annual NBA Cup. I don't fucking care, and I don't think anyone else does. I'm an NBA fan, and Jen, as far as I'm concerned, this has just been a waste of our time. The courts, which was a fun novelty, they had to start taking away the courts because they were deemed dangerous for certain places. Somehow the Oklahoma City Thunder lost a game, so it made it almost seem completely irrelevant to me because that's the team that's going to win the finals anyways. It was cool to see Wemby in there, the Knicks in there at the end. Of course, Jalen Brunson gets his MVP. But here's the thing. This is why I know for a fact the NBA Cup does not matter. One bit. Because the Knicks have already announced they're not putting up a banner at MSG, which I totally get. But the Knicks haven't put up shit as a banner in 40 years, 50 years? So this is your chance to put a banner up, and they're already saying no. This tournament doesn't matter. The NBA season just starts on Christmas Day. What are we talking about?
I completely agree with you. If you want an argument from me, you're not going to get one.
Thank you. Does anyone have an argument for the Cup? No. Like, Shane, I wanted to get in the Cup. Year one, I kind of liked it. I thought the novelty was kind of cool, but now as time's gone forward, dude, I just really don't care. Even the Vegas aspect, and I love me some Vegas. Don't care.
No, I think the NBA will do every single thing that it can to make sure the Cup doesn't happen next season. Now, my question for you guys is, I know we talk about the NBA season being far too long.
Yes.
But would you be willing to extend it even longer if the first date was Christmas? If the NBA kicked off on Christmas and you went through September to bridge you over into NFL season, isn't that better than Halloween through June, July, depending on how long the playoffs go, and then you have a 2-month gap until the football season?
I wouldn't be against it at all. It's just, I look at it though, if you started like on Christmas, I feel like the season should still end at the exact same time because that playoff.
Yeah, but you have to throw that out though because you know the team will never give up revenue.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I wouldn't be against it because I don't think having baseball and basketball competing with each other at the same time is a bad thing. I I get into this argument all the time, like, because a lot of people are trying to tell me, yo, baseball's the dying sport. Baseball's the dying sport. NBA's on its up. The numbers say the exact opposite because Game 7 of last year's World Series got 51 million views.
That game was amazing.
And it was unbelievable. And as an average, they averaged 5 million. The average for the entire series. And now these were seven game series, both World Series and the NBA Finals. We averaged like a 14 million for the finals. We were averaging like 21 million for Major League Baseball World Series. Game 7, 51 million viewers. Like Game 7 of the other game was like 21 million viewers, or 19 million viewers, which is not a bad number to scoff at whatsoever. But Major League Baseball crushed it so much that if anything, I wouldn't say I'm worried about the NBA because their new TV deal is through the roof. But let's be real clear here. Of the major sports, if we're talking top 3 sports, it's NFL. Right now, it's NFL, MLB, NBA right now. The numbers just say it.
The numbers do say it. Viewership, everything. And it's been that way for a while. Honestly, I mean, I'm going to sound like a boomer here, but I haven't been an NBA fan lately. I miss the 80s and 90s way, the way you had rivalries. You know, you had Bird versus Johnson, and you had less of it just being like 3-point shows. And this whole cup thing, I guess it's supposed to attract the casual fan. Who is this casual fan?
Not me.
Who is this?
I'm the casual fan.
Casual NBA fans, do they exist? I think you're either an NBA fan or you're not. It's kind of like MLB. Are there a lot of casual MLB fans?
I mean,
maybe more than basketball.
I would say I'm a quote-unquote casual fan of the NBA in that I'm not like glued in watching 5 games a night.
Right.
So I'm watching maybe a game a night. Sometimes it'll be more on the back burner and I'll always have it kind of on. But like
That's
baseball,
not casual.
It's casual-ish compared to like my love of baseball and football.
Certainly. But if you're talking about you're making a turn, does this tournament pull you in more?
Not even a little. It did year one. I'll admit, year one it did because it was interesting. I thought it was something different. And I freely admit, I as a basketball fan, I don't care about the NBA season until Christmas Day.
Yeah.
That is the day it happens. Yeah. But even that's kind of been poured some water on it because of this whole NFL thing on Christmas Day that took all the zhuzh. And yeah, we'll get into the greatness of this year's NFL games. But I don't know. I worry about. I don't worry about the NBA. I can't stress that enough. The NBA, I think, is making good ideas, especially with this upcoming U.S. versus the World All-Star game, which I've been begging for years. But man, it's even in the chat right there. Joanna in Arizona, the wild courts are too gimmicky. I appreciated the gimmick at first. The novelty wore off fast.
Well, going back to your point about how the Knicks aren't even hanging the banner.
Yeah, they don't care.
Like, let's say you're a player. Like, if Harden wins the NBA Cup, does that count as him getting a championship? Like, are any of these players really incentivized to
only
win
financially
the cup?
because the boost they get for being in the championship, which I do appreciate.
I'm sorry, no. $500,000 is like 3 days parking at the Wynn.
Well, for one of them, yes, but like for the last guy on the roster, I mean, it's
for the
not
guy
bad.
on the bench, so he's rooting on the Stars even more.
As a guy who was that last guy on the bench,
I know. I was the understudy at multiple Broadway shows. I get it, but I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
And right there, high off the glass.
Wait, we can't just Cody. Hold on. We can't gloss past Jen saying she was an understudy in Broadway shows.
Which shows? Because I'm a massive theater fan. I grew up in a theater company.
Well, Candide, that was at Lincoln Center, the one with Richard Kind and Daniel Reichert and Judy Blazer.
Really?
Yeah, I was the standby for Cunegonda and for the Pink Sheep. Yes, that's real. I don't know how many of you guys read Voltaire out there.
Like what? Like multiple shows or just how many?
Yeah, a few. Well, then I did a lot of off-Broadway shows, and I was the leading at City Center and leading role. You didn't know this?
No, I didn't know this.
I thought you knew that.
I had no idea you were on Broadway.
Well,
my dream was to be on Broadway like my entire life.
Broadway, and I was off Broadway leads, and I did a lot of national tours, and I
Which national tours?
Well, I did a lot of national tours of Pirates of Penzance.
That's a major. That's not nothing.
It's cool. I did the Muni. I did. I sang with Houston Grand Opera. I sang with New York City Opera. Yeah, guys, I'm a weirdo. Okay,
That's not weird. That's fucking awesome. If I was an understudy on Broadway, it would be I'd walk around with a picture frame of it.
If I was a bench player in MLB, I would too. So
a lot of people keep telling me what a failed player I was in comparison.
Oh my God, no.
No, I agree with you, but this is.
No, anyway, yeah, so I didn't know you didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, so anyway, I did that. I danced and I sang. My master's degree is in classical music.
I can't wait for segment 3 of the show. She's just going to be like, yeah. And then there's this one time I was just, working with Idina Menzel on Wicked or some shit.
I didn't work with Idina, but I have worked with some cool people.
Who is the coolest one?
Who is the coolest one? Maybe Beth Level. Do you know Beth Level?
I don't know Beth Level.
You would.
I would?
You would. Who else have I worked with?
I mean, you mentioned Richard Kind already. That's
Richard Kind. By the way, a little creepy. Definitely hit on me.
I can imagine Richard Kind's.
It was sitting in rehearsal, he reaches over. Anyway,
you should go on a date with me. You should go. There's a diner around the corner. You should go on a date with me.
It was kind of like that. Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever tried a Richard Kind. I felt really good about it.
It was pretty good.
Thank you.
I
felt very good about it.
I don't know. I have to think back to. I don't think about these times anymore. But I've been to multiple Tony parties, and for instance, I'll tell you one really cool thing I had in New York. Neil Patrick Harris when he did Hedwig,
I'm listening,
which was amazing. So I got to go to opening night of that.
That is badass.
It was badass. And then afterward, there was this huge cast party, and then John Cameron Mitchell did a private DJ at a private place where about 50 of us got to go, and it was phenomenal. Anyway, I don't know how.
This is the coolest shit I've ever learned about you. Why am I learning this right fucking now? This is infuriating. I grew up in a theater company. My dream was to be on Broadway. Oh my God.
Yeah, but Cody, she thought you hated her for the longest time. Why would she tell you cool things?
Fuck you, Shane.
That's fair.
That is a fair retort now that I think about it.
So now everybody's wondering, so can we trust what she thinks about sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I want to make this abundantly clear. Musical theater people are evolved people that have just know more than all of you.
Yeah.
Those of you that have scoffed at musical theater, it's your own fault. It's your own fault because there is, whether you like it or not, theater and sports, they're very, very much the same thing.
They kind of are.
They really are. You have to have a team together to put together a production. Yep. Everyone has to know their roles. Everyone has to play their roles.
You can have an off night.
And then the egos.
And the audience and feeding off the crowd noise. The egos. Oh, yeah. The egos.
Daddy Hacks Pod. Listen, I agree with you that it's never too late to follow your dreams. And what you're referring to is me in Broadway. Sometimes
I think
it is too late to follow your dreams.
To me becoming a New York Yankee. Obviously.
Yeah, and me getting back and spending 10 years in the show, it's not going to happen. That was my dream at one point too.
You could be an actor at any time though. That's the great thing about being an actor.
That is true. But now I'm like, I fit only a very specific box. Like I'm always going to have to be like based on the look, which is weird because I'm Jewish, but I have the white supremacist number 4.
Oh my God.
What? I'm bald with a beard with tattoos. What that plays on TV.
It's not untrue. It's not untrue.
You think I'm happy about that shit?
Not untrue.
You can be anything you want to be, Dak.
You can be anything you want to be.
Fucking stop it. You stop it.
You're fine, Cody. I think I'd probably be white supremacist number 5 right behind you.
Then we're going to make a great team. It's going to be
haircut.
Oh my God.
All right, well, let's get away from basketball because listen, even though High Off the Glass, the Great is not happy of our takes on this, even though we have the numbers to back up that Major League Baseball is on the up and then NBA is not necessarily stagnant because NBA, listen, the numbers for the last NBA Finals were absolutely up. Also internationally, they were up too. They were up like 5.6%. That is nothing to scoff at. The difference is Major League Baseball for this last World Series, and I agree that it's not just U.S. numbers, it's worldwide numbers because we're getting to that 51 million with Japan with like 13 million and 11 million in Canada. 51 million viewers for a World Series game. That's 1975. There are only 3 channels available type of numbers. It's the highest rated one since the 1991 World Series with the Twins.
Well, that World Series was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was I don't know how anybody could look at baseball and say it's not exciting after watching that, especially that Game 7. The Game 7 actually ripped my heart out. I was rooting for the Jays at that point. But then how can you not be excited for Will Smith? The whole thing. It was just... It was phenomenal.
It wasn't just Will Smith. It was Miguel Rojas. It was all like
Miguel Rojas
it was all
out
the
of
unlikely
nowhere.
heroes, and
Out of
Miguel
nowhere.
Rojas made the play at second. And
Unbelievable.
Miguel Rojas saved them twice, by the way. It was not just that night. Game 6, that pick he made behind them.
Yeah, he made
to
an
end the
incredible defensive play.
It was amazing, and I bring that up only because Major League Baseball winter meetings are taking place as we currently stand. Well, just coming up to an end, but some moves made, some moves not made. What is your current read on the market? Because it seems to me, and I talked about this a little bit with Jim, it seems to me if your name isn't Dodgers or Blue Jays, you're a little hesitant to make moves right now, which is a very strange thing to me. But this was even stranger. Of all the teams that have made moves, and every team has spent money this offseason except for 2. One, Colorado Rockies. No shit.
Okay.
But the other is the Boston Red Sox. And that concerns me because Alex Bregman opted out.
Right.
They clearly lost out on Schwarber, who we all knew they wanted. Kyle Tucker is still available. Cody Bellinger is available. And frankly, aren't they looking to add somebody
They
that
need
could
a
be a
first
corner
baseman.
first baseman, maybe a little outfield?
Yeah, they do. They do need that. I think Cody Bellinger would be a good choice. I find it odd that Alex Bregman wouldn't want to re-sign in Boston because the 2 parks where his bat is going to work the best are Minute Maid. Sorry, what is it called now? Daikin Park.
Is that what it's called
Whatever
now?
it's called,
I still
something.
call it
Daikin
Enron.
Park. Whatever. The juice
Go
box.
Enron.
That and Fenway are the 2 places where his bat plays the best. That's where he is going to have his best career numbers. So I find it odd that he's not going to do that. And then what are the rumors? The Tigers? I don't know.
It's kind of all over the place. And, the Tigers, there's so much weird smoke around them because of the rumors about Tarek
Tarek
Skubal maybe
Skubal
getting
and-
moved. And listen, I mentioned it yesterday. I love every team that's investing in their team. I love what the Blue Jays are doing. I love what the Dodgers are doing. But my problem is it's seemingly only the Blue Jays and Dodgers.
That
Now,
does
the
seem
Mets
true.
are making moves too,
They are.
but they're just getting the scraps
Weird.
from the Yankees for some reason.
It's so weird. They're so excited about Jorge Polanco. Okay, fine.
The guy's played 1 game at first base in his career.
I don't understand.
And that ain't Pete Alonso. I mean,
No.
nothing against Polanco. Polanco's a solid baseball player.
absolutely.
But we're going from Pete Alonso, who is like Met legend now.
And Brandon Nimmo. So they're kind of taking away like the heart of their team, if you will, the players that have built up that
Mm-hmm.
loyalty, and just replacing it with pieces that aren't necessarily big upgrades. They didn't go get some big star to replace Pete Alonso.
And right now, Luke Weaver, the most recent player to sign over there with the Mets, off the Yankees again.
Wait,
Yankees have been
when did
quiet.
that happen this morning?
Like this morning.
Wow.
It's just one Met after. It's Yankees are just defecting over to Queens right now. They're all excited for that Hard Rock Hotel casino.
Wow, that must have happened on my drive. Wow, the Yankees. What are they going to
If I'm the Yankees, I get Cody. Anything that's not
Re-sign Cody
nailed to the
Bellinger?
ground at this point, go get your hands on. I don't know what the hell they're
Well,
waiting for.
if I were the Yankees, I would go get Kyle Tucker. That's what I would do because you need a lefty bat. You got a short porch and right. That's probably what I would do.
If I'm the Yankees, I trade up the farm and get my hands on Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
Just load your bullpen, load your
Yeah.
starting staff with the best. Make your starting staff
Yeah.
overnight the best
Yeah.
starting staff in baseball, because you would have Max Fried, who had a monster
That's
year.
true.
You have a returning Garrett Cole. You got Luis Hill, who's supposed to be healthy finally, and you throw in a Tarek Skubal. That is a four-headed monster. I don't think anyone in their right mind would ever want to see.
And they do need to do that. They also need to fix their bullpen woes.
Big time.
Because previously that was always their strength. And
Yeah, but now you
last
got
year
Devin
was
Williams
just
going
gone
across
to the
town.
Yeah,
and
to
you
the
got
Mets.
Rogers, the Blue Jays getting their hands on Rogers. It seems like everybody in the
Luke
AL East is really into this, except for the Yankees for some reason.
Soto defected to go across town.
Pete
What's the
Alonso's in
deal?
Baltimore.
Now, I will say they have better ballpark food at Citi Field. I'm sure you
That
knew
is
this.
factual
That
in
is-
every way, shape, or form.
Every way. You go to New
Yankee
York-
Stadium sucks with their food.
Sucks with their food. And you know what else sucks about Yankee Stadium food? When you go, first of all, Yankee Stadium, it's nice, it's new, it's very corporate.
Very
it's very
corporate.
shellacked. You go up to get your food, you have your menu, and what do you have next to every menu item? The calories, the freaking calories. I don't want calories. I don't want you to tell me that I'm going to become a fat ass when I eat my ballpark food.
But
I
you
just
know
wanna
you're
order
gonna
my
do that.
food. Yeah, so then don't tell me. Don't tell me the calories.
Oh,
If
you just want to live in ignorance.
I just want to live in ignorance.
That makes
be like,
sense.
I've given up. Don't tell me how bad it's going to be. You make me feel guilty about it when
The
I'm
other
at
thing
the
is,
game.
Yankee Stadium. It's all these like massive chains and everything everywhere
It's
you go.
terrible.
And like, listen, when I'm a lazy dude. Like, I don't like hot dogs, but when I go to a baseball game, I'll eat a hot dog.
Sure.
It's like the only place I
Sure.
will eat a hot dog. I eat peanuts at a baseball game. I'm
Yeah.
that guy who still eats peanuts, and that's that. That's like
really
all
the
I
only-
have at a baseball game.
It's like the only place I'll drink beer
Yeah.
is at a baseball game.
I get that. That makes sense to me. Let's just go through the names that are the big names that
Let's
are
go.
left. Kyle Tucker.
I think if the Yankees were smart, they would aggressively pursue Kyle Tucker.
But where do you think he's going to go?
Where do I think he's going to go?
Because I agree with you. I think the Yankees should pursue him very much. But I think he's going to the Great White North. I think the Blue Jays are so all in right now. I really do, man. I think the Blue Jays signed that $500 million deal, and they made back all that money back in like 1 year.
What do you think they're going to do with Bichette?
If I'm them, I sign him back. They're the
would.
Rogers Corporation. They can afford
would.
all of this 10 times over. Like, just flat out can afford all of it. Bichette should be back. Kyle Tucker should be there. And if they
agree.
lose out on Kyle Tucker, they better get their hands on Cody Bellinger. And frankly, the same message is sent to the Red Sox and the Yankees. I feel like they got to do it just so the other teams in their division don't do it.
Oh. Yeah, play defense.
Yeah. They all have the money to do it.
I don't hate that.
Right? That's
don't
the way
hate
it
that.
should be at this point.
It should be.
There are teams that are spending money and getting all the capital that has been put down for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. It's ridiculous. Yes, I agree. $700 million for Shohei Ohtani's nuts. Except that they've made $1.5 billion in the last 2 years on Japanese influx and money. So basically him, Roki Sasaki, and Yamamoto are all paid off. Oh, and all those contracts have deferred money. They have roughly 20 years to pay off all this money that they already have. So they could just put more money into the team. The Blue Jays did the exact same thing with Vladdy, and they've already got a massive return. So much so that they go and they overpay for Dylan Cease. I dig that move. Now, I would not have given Dylan Cease $200+ million, but you got the money. Yep. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's try and run it back with a new guy. They go get Rogers on a 3-year deal because they don't trust Jeff Hoffman to close out games.
Yeah.
Love that move. Like, Blue Jays ain't messing around. Blue Jays won a World Series. And Canada, I think there are bigger implications for this because I think if the Blue Jays stay good, Canada gets deeper into baseball, which means baseball expansion moves into Canada. I want Montreal back, man.
It's good. It's good for baseball.
Yes.
Without question. I think if they signed Kyle Tucker, I think I would be. I mean, I think the bets are all going to come in on another Jays Dodgers World Series at that point.
Very important question right here from Jimmy in Ohio. Hey Jen, do you smoke the ganja, or do you, and if so, what is your favorite strain?
I don't. You know why? Because this is so nerdy. When I was a singer, because I was a singer for a long time, they scared us off and they said you cannot do it. It's worse than cigarettes because it burns at a much higher temperature, much closer to your vocal cords. And so ever since then, I have been afraid of it.
They lied to you. They lied. Those assholes lied to you. Oh, horrible. Horrible what they've done to you. All right. Hey, Rock, we talked enough sports. What do you say we rock?
Okay, coming up.
It never not makes me smile.
Hang on, sorry, I'm just a little behind here. Let me get my questions
Of
up.
course.
This is the part of the show where we take a hard left turn away from sports stuff. But I mixed in some little ones here at the end. All right, so starting off, I asked the same thing yesterday of Jim, and I think it's a good one. I'm going to keep it for the guest host. Jen, but also Cody, if you have another one, please speak up. What's a special interest you have that may surprise people?
Oh.
Broadway, apparently. Surprised the shit out of
I don't
me.
think that would surprise most people. If you had read my Wikipedia, Cody, you would know that.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait, I
Everyone
don't have
apparently nobody's doing enough punctuation and edits to their Wikipedia, so I don't know what's real.
What's a special interest I had that would surprise people? I just started playing golf. Would that surprise people?
Nice.
Yeah, and I
Nice. What clubs you rocking
really
right
like
now?
it. Well, I have TaylorMade.
Not good.
I have
Good
a women's
sets.
set. apparently when I first started playing, so I went and had like my first golf lesson like a year ago.
Nice.
And I went to Pelican Hill, fancy, right? And I went to a woman instructor. This is like my Christmas present, right? And I went and she's like, so you like these clubs? And I'm like, yeah, they're good. Like, she's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. She's like, they're men's clubs. I'm like, that's why it's been so hard. And she's like,
Oh, that's why it's been
she's
so
like, try this one. And I'm not kidding though. I took it and I went, boop, and that ball flew. And I just turned and I looked at her. I was like, oh my God. She's like, yeah, you've been playing with men's clubs. And by the way, you're like short. So these clubs are way too long and they're the stiffest and longest clubs you can possibly play with. So in a weird way, I guess I tricked myself into being like, okay, because I learned to play with that. But once I got the women's clubs, yeah. Was so fun. So I'm not a good golfer. I'm really not.
To be fair, I want to make this
do you
a
have to be?
And by the way, it is in here. No, you don't have to be. In
No.
fact, I firmly believe no one's a
think
good
you
golfer.
don't. Yeah.
There's no good golfers that currently live outside
It's
of pro
so
golfers.
Agreed.
Fun.
It's just a matter of how the scale of shittiness that you are.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So I'm currently a 9 handicap, so I play decent for a
yeah.
normal person. But man, I love playing some golf. I got it.
fun.
I finally about a year and a half ago got my first custom set. Finally, I've been waiting to do it for a long time, and I love my PXG set. I play as much as I humanly can. But here's the big question: do you walk a course or do you golf cart a course?
it depends on the day. If I'm golfing with the ladies, I usually walk.
I'm a walker.
If I golf with men, usually cart.
Why?
I don't know.
Just more
It's been
boozing
that
that's
way.
taking place with the
Yeah,
dudes?
I think that's what it is.
I can see that. See,
Yeah.
I gave up drinking on a golf course because it just was affecting my game in the very negative way. But I am quite stoned at
On the
every
golf-
single
Does it
hole.
help?
Yes. At
Oh,
least
see,
I tell
maybe this
myself
is the
it
best
does.
argument to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not good. I drive like 150, you know.
That's not
It's
bad.
not-
Why are you acting like it's a bad thing?
It's not.
I mean, 330 for me, but you know, it's
yeah,
not a big deal.
exactly.
No one's counting or paying attention. Oh, and mine, I'll throw another one in there. Chess. I love playing chess.
Really?
I do. I do love playing chess. It's a lot of fun to play chess. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily good at playing chess, but I enjoy
impressive.
playing chess. It's a fun mental exercise that I do very much enjoy doing. And lately, my mom has been trying to get me into mahjong, so I've been trying to play more mahjong.
Interesting.
It is a difficult game, and my mother is ruthless. It was a bloodbath at Thanksgiving, dude. It was fucking ugly. Rock.
Okay, moving on. We're going to get real controversial here. What's the best musical and why isn't it Singing in the Rain?
It's not Singing in the Rain.
Well, it is,
It
but
is not
let's
Singing
hear
in the
your
Rain.
answer
Are we talking about
regardless. It
Broadway
is.
musicals? Or are we talking about like movie musicals? Are we adding everything into this mix?
I'll say anything. Anything you
Anything.
consider. Yeah.
Anything.
Sure. You
Okay.
could say Joker 2 is a musical. if you
Yes, I
want.
can, but I'm not gonna fucking do it.
No one ever would.
All right, I'm gonna give you two answers. Broadway musical, where you go to a musical and see a musical on Broadway. And I'm not counting the fucking movie. I'd be lying if I said Wicked wasn't special on Broadway. It is. It is a very special experience. I love it. It wasn't my favorite musical I've seen, but I do think that brings in all people. I think it has the widest appeal. And I think the songs, I'm not going to sit here and pretend Defy Gravity ain't a fucking banger. It is a banger. And in the movie, obviously ruined it for everyone, especially me, because I fucking hated every second of both of these movies. But if we're going movies, the answer is South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Okay.
That is a phenomenal musical. And the fact that you didn't realize it was a musical until I just said that to you, Rocky, has made me so
no,
happy.
no. That's
I'll also
not my
throw
reaction.
Blues Brothers on that list, by the way.
Jesus.
What do you mean, Jesus? It's the only good thing John Landis ever did, and I will hear nothing
American
otherwise.
Werewolf in London. American Werewolf in London. Thank you.
Okay, Rocky. I have so many answers.
Okay, let's hear him, Jen. Let's hear 'em.
Obviously, I'm going to have a lot of answers. But first of all, I'm going to say I think that Singing in the Rain might be one of the best ever musicals.
I hate
I
everyone
agree
in
with
this
you.
room right
You.
now. It's a
I
hostile work
absolutely
environment.
agree with you. And it's a great movie musical, too.
Oh,
and
Fred
they-
Astaire can dance.
Amazing.
It's not Fred Astaire.
It's not
it's
Fred
Donald
Astaire. What are you
O'Connor
talking
and
about?
Shane
I'd rather it be fucking Fred Astaire.
He runs up the
God, what
wall
are
and flips over. Come
Oh my
on.
God, we've never seen that before.
You just sound
Come
awful right
on. It's such a good
Singing in
movie.
the Rain.
Singing in the Rain is an excellent
You know what the best
movie.
thing that happened in Singing in the Rain when they put it in fucking Clockwork Orange?
The hate, the disrespect.
now. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry, Jen.
And then I'm going to go with more of like a sung-through operatic style. I'm going to go with Les Mis. Les Mis is a banger.
I can see that. I get that. Here's my only, and this is not like a knock on, like, because I love Les Mis. I'm not going to pretend I don't. My only issue is every song sounds the same. That's literally my only issue.
Same issue you could have with Hamilton, though.
Fair, but
Fair.
god damn, is Hamilton
Okay?
great?
It is great. It
God,
is
is
great.
it good.
The only that's another one I got to see live in person, do the stage manager, all that kind of stuff. Got to do the backstage thing, but when you sit through Hamilton, you realize it could be about 30 minutes shorter.
Oh yeah, no
And
question.
the choreography is actually what makes it too long. Not the rapping, not the story. It's actually that the choreography becomes so monotonous by the second act. So you have, it's all cool in the beginning. It's all cool. It's awesome. But then the second, you're like, okay, you're still doing more of this. Like,
Jimmy in Ohio's with me on South Park is amazing. Rocky, you're wrong.
With musicals, I'm just that's such an interesting one to throw in there.
I would like to amend my movie one because it's in the chat.
Well, Cody, before you amend your movie one, Cody, can we talk about, like, can you go back and think if you really want to say that that's the only good thing John Landis ever did?
Are you thinking Animal House? Because I do love Animal
I'm
House.
thinking
But
Animal House. I'm thinking all the Beverly Hill Cops. I'm thinking
love Beverly
Three
Hills Cop.
Amigos.
I like the first Beverly Hills Cop.
I'm thinking Coming to America.
oh, that's a good one.
Because Beverly Hills Cop 2 is Tony Scott.
Yeah.
Sorry, just correct.
Oh, he was
correct.
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Yes.
Yeah, boy,
That one's not
that
good.
was not a great one.
Yeah.
Listen, my biggest issue with John Landis is that he gave birth to Max Landis, and it's his fault that we had to deal with Max Landis for the last 20 years. So, outside of that, I do love the Blues Brothers so fucking much. American Werewolf in London, yes, it's a very classic movie. Yes, Animal House has its merit. I hate the Twilight Zone. I'll just go ahead and say that. I hate his Twilight Zone movie. And he killed somebody. Anyways,
Literally.
but the movie amendment I got to make, it's right here. Jimmy in Ohio is right. Rocky Horror Picture Show. How did I not think of
Oh,
that
yeah.
first?
That's great.
Rocky Horror is the shit.
That is great.
That's a great one.
Have you guys been to the New Art to do that whole thing?
Yes.
You have. Okay. I have
Yes.
not, so I'm interested.
You've never gone to the...
never gone to the
So,
New Art.
so Jen, there is a theater here in Santa Monica. Well, it's in West LA on, I believe, Santa Monica Boulevard called the New Art Theater.
Heard about
Every single... Is it Friday or Saturdays these
I think
days?
it's every Saturday.
Every
if I'm not
Saturday at midnight, they have a Rocky Horror Picture Show event that you are to go to. You are supposed to basically dress
up.
whether you're a male or female, as slutty as you possibly can. You're covered in all kinds of makeup. Everybody's in drag, and you just go and do the show. As a kid that grew up at a theater company in Santa Monica, that is what our Saturday nights were. I've gone to it like 70 times.
I've heard about this from a
it's
lot
so
of people
great.
who live around here, but I haven't done it. When you were in New York, did you ever do Sleep No More?
I did. I did Sleep No More one time. It was a very cool experience.
Really cool.
Very cool
Really
experience.
cool.
And there is a thing, in case you don't know what Sleep No More is, Rock, it's a live performance of like interpretive dance on multiple levels of a like abandoned hotel.
Warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of immerse yourself, and you only get bits and pieces of the play that is being, and it's Macbeth,
Macbeth.
basically.
that's cool.
And depending on what
So
floor you're on, you get to see a dance performance or an acting performance, and you kind of get moved around from level to level until everything kind of comes down all in one crescendo in the basement. It's pretty badass, and this is
awesome.
This is a true story. There is a secret level that they pick
Yes.
like 30 people, and they
They
take them
take
to the
us to.
secret level. Did they take you? What was that like?
It was cool.
What did they do?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
You're not gonna,
It's
yeah,
over.
Secret
It's a
level.
secret.
But it's all right. Well, my cousin was put in it, and they said they put him in like a gurney, and they strapped him to like a gurney and rolled him down like this hospital like wing.
What?
And here's what they didn't, and they were whispering things into his ear, but what they didn't know is that my cousin is deaf and didn't have his hearing aid in.
Oh.
So as they're doing all this cool shit for him, about 30 seconds in, he finally had to just go, I'm sure what you guys are doing is great, but I'm deaf, and this is really, you picked the wrong audience. And apparently everyone on the floor
died
broke
laughing.
character and started laughing their ass off.
That's amazing. They also have a really cool speakeasy before and after.
Yeah.
You go into the whole event. It's just, anyway.
that sounds
That's
really,
a tangent.
Where
I'm
was
sorry,
that?
guys.
New York City, but it came to an end like a year ago. It was like a long-running thing in New York. Pretty badass.
It was cool.
That sounds
Very
super
cool.
Okay.
What else you got?
Moving on. If you could time travel, if it's not necessary, you don't have to, and be at any championship game or playoff or any game from all time, any sport, where would you go?
I got one.
Let's hear it.
I might be wrong on the year, so I apologize for that. But everybody knows about the legendary World Series game where Babe Ruth called his shot, yada, 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 yada. I would like to go to that game so I could be proven once and for all that fucking Babe Ruth never did that. Did not happen. And I would come right back here and tell you all, didn't fucking happen. You are all lied to, and you all believed the lies.
But it did happen in Major League. Okay,
it did happen
there
in Major League, and Jake Taylor laid down a fucking great bunt.
Great bunt.
Fucking greatest character ever outside of Crash
So
Davis.
good. So good.
That's great. Jen,
What
you have
game
one?
would I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually thinking the same thing, that I would like to go to that game and see if it happened too. That was my immediate thought, but I can't say that now. You know what? I'll just say that I like to go back to the '90s. Maybe was it '95 Cowboys Super Bowl win?
Ooh.
Maybe '96. I don't remember. I would like to go back to one of those and try
Did
to
you
remember.
want the Switzer one, or did you want the
I want the
Jimmy Johnson one? Okay.
Because I just want to I just want to feel again.
I get it. I understand that. Someone puts over here, Scott and PA, Eagles Super Bowl 52 victory, Nick fucking Foles. I get that. That was a very, very fun one. Good stuff. What? Any more, Rock?
Oh, yeah, I got a few more.
Oh,
here, let's see. What's your favorite animated movie?
Ooh, favorite animated movie. I already mentioned South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, so I'm going to leave that one out. Man, animated movie.
It's a big pool.
Could I go digital animation movie as well?
Absolutely. Whatever that means to you, 100%.
I always go back and forth. And I want to say The Incredibles because it was my favorite Pixar movie.
And Giacchino's soundtrack, and that is so
It is really good. Yeah. But, dude, the first 5 minutes of Up is the greatest movie in the history of cinema. I'm going to go with Up is my favorite animated movie.
Answer.
That's a great pick.
Okay, I'm going to go with, this is a very girly answer. I'm going to go with The Little Mermaid.
Love it.
Stole your voice.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing was very, and a hilarious story, too. I used to love to sing that song, Part of Your World, when I was a little girl, growing up. And my dad, we would go on these long car trips where there was nothing to do. We would, my parents would put us in the car. We'd drive to Illinois from Texas. It was miserable. And so my dad was always trying to find things for us to do. And I remember one day he was like, Jen, sing that song. That song. What song, Dad? You know that song you love to sing? I wish I had legs. So ever since then, it makes me laugh.
Is that your favorite song in the
Part of Your World?
Yeah.
I mean, they're great songs. Like Alan Menken wrote a kick-ass
It's
score.
a really good
They're
soundtrack.
great songs.
I'll admit, You Want to Kiss the
Girl.
Girl is my
La, la,
favorite
la, la,
song.
la. Under the sea.
It's just,
I mean, everything's good.
listen, it's jam after jam.
It
Can't
is.
can't deny it.
That was
Can't
the
deny it.
Renaissance. Yeah, no, it was
By the way, Chris from New Jersey, wasn't the first 5 minutes up the guy grieving his wife dying? Yes. If your heart was not ripped from your chest in the first 5 minutes of Up, you don't have any feelings in your body. It's
without dialogue.
It was
like that entire sequence.
and also
It's amazing.
Michael Giacchino again, by the way.
Yep.
Man, phenomenal stuff.
So good.
Phenomenal
Okay,
stuff.
kind of building off of that, what's a live action remake you'd never want to see?
Live action remake. I did give my answer yesterday that I sadly did see it, but I'll give a different one today. Yesterday I said RoboCop.
No, sorry, Cody. Live action. So something that was not something animated.
Oh, something
That is being
animated.
adapted.
Oh, so
I'm
like the
sorry,
remake
yes.
of Little Mermaid and all that.
Exactly. All the new era in which we're living
I would
in.
just say pretty much everything fucking Disney
I
has done
agree. That's good.
in the last 10 years.
Good answer.
Lion King's up there.
I was going to say Lion King.
Lion King's
Quit
really
reading my
fucking up
mind.
there.
I think it would be weird if you did a live action Lion King.
And they did, and it sucked.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah. It made $1 billion.
did
John
I miss
Favreau
this?
directed. It was horrible.
Oh, God.
You know what? I'm going to put out a
been in
weird answer, and this is going to date me, but Emperor's New Groove. That movie means a lot to me.
Interesting.
If they ever
yeah,
remade
yeah.
that, I would be very sad.
I would have said Fantasia, but they did that too, and that was
They
bad.
did a live action Fantasia?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
I've
was
been
starring
living
Nick
in a-
Cage.
Stop.
Wait,
Yeah, it was called The Witch's
Stop.
Apprentice. That's Fantasia.
Jesus. Oh, God, yeah.
Yep, I'm sorry to
The
ruin
Sorcerer's-
everybody's fucking
Sorcerer's
day.
Apprentice, yeah.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. I apologize.
Yes, I forgot that
Yeah,
movie existed.
that's fucking
Nick Cage?
Fantasia.
Wow.
fucking horrible.
Why did we do this?
Oh, awful. I have one more.
Oh, here's a great one. Chris from New Jersey says a live-action Simpsons remake would be bad. I
Oh,
agree.
yes.
That would be
That would be
fucking horrid.
terrible.
Yeah, that'd be horrid.
That's just unnatural. That's horrible. Okay, last one. A defunct sports team you would bring back.
Already said it, and I will say it again. Montreal Expos. Give them back to me now.
That's a good answer. Jen?
Does it count to say the Houston Oilers? I mean, they kind of are
the
the
Texans
Titans.
now.
You have the Texans.
They're not kind of the Texans. They're the Titans. They're definitely the Titans.
They're definitely the Titans.
Yeah.
They are the Titans.
They are.
I mean, I was going to go Expos again, but he keeps stealing my answers.
Well, Seattle Supersonics?
It's not your fault.
Yeah, Supersonics.
No, who wants the Seattle Supersonics?
Seattle! pretty bad, actually. Seattle would really like to have them back.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Is that it, Rock?
That's it.
And that what another rousing edition of Let's Rock. Let's take it back over to sports real quick because we mentioned it yesterday. We thought it might happen. Jen, what's your take on this? Tua is officially benched by Miami, and I'm going to tack this up to the category of no shit.
Yeah, and they named Quinn Ewers
Sure did.
as the new quarterback. So my first thought was, did Zach Wilson sleep with Mike McDaniel's mom?
Ooh,
And then I thought, no, okay.
probably not.
I guess the right thing to do was name Quinn Ewers. Yeah, I mean, it had to be done, I suppose. I don't feel excited about Quinn Ewers. I don't know that that's the answer. I don't know that Mike McDaniel is the answer long term. And I think the big question to me is you're probably going to have to choose between the two. Are you going to stick with Tua or are you going to stick with Mike McDaniel next year?
I'm starting to wonder.
And I think
are you going to be able to dump them both off?
I would dump them both
because
I would dump them both. You know, I don't want to see those Lululemon joggers anymore.
You're not big on the capris
am
with the
so
oversized
over
shoes and the. Listen, I'm a glasses guy, so I appreciate the glasses wear. But when you are, say, losing by a lot at night and you're rocking the tinted shades, maybe fucking take them off.
The cork is not cute anymore. And that whole fourth quarter not hurrying up at all, when clearly, like, they actually were within some realm of striking distance. They ended up putting up 14 points, and they're just taking their time. And Mike McDaniel doesn't seem to care. Nobody seems to care. So, like, the idea, yes, Tua wasn't good. Yes, he's thrown a career high interceptions.
Yeah.
But it's like about the same as, you know, Geno Smith. It's not that many more than Josh Allen. Like, you know,
Wait. I hear what you're saying, but as a Raider fan, I've watched Geno Smith this year, and I don't entirely think it's entirely his fault. Obviously, he had the Chip Kelly effect on him. He's got a offensive line that is made out of, and this is true, graham crackers.
But if you look at Geno Smith last year, it was the same interception percentage. So it's part of his game
Okay,
because he makes bad
That is
decisions
fair.
on deep passes sometimes. That's okay. But my point is that's okay. My point is that doesn't mean Tua's done and a terrible quarterback.
Oh, that arm strength
It's not
is
good.
not
It's
non-existent.
Not great, but perhaps there's still a place that he could work. He with short passes. He has a high completion percentage. He makes decisions quickly. But I still don't see how you're going to stick with Tua.
Me neither.
And I don't see how Mike McDaniel is the answer. He's an overly complicated offense that actually probably doesn't work that well because defenses have figured it out.
I did think it was impressive that they went on a little run there without Tyreek Hill, though.
They did. I mean, they did.
And Darren
did.
Waller has kind of found a little bit of a fountain of youth a little bit lately.
Yes, thank God he stopped rapping.
What? I loved that album.
Speaking of, if you play fantasy football, because yes, I play a lot of fantasy football and I also do a lot of sports betting. That's what Shark Bets is, obviously. It's a sports betting advice app. Darren Waller needs to be having breakfast with Quinn Ewers every day this week. Please have breakfast together. The Bengals are so historically terrible versus the tight end. They're allowing like 90 yards per game. It's stupid. And we want a Darren Waller game. I want a big Darren Waller game. And a lot of people put in big waiver wire bids. And now we've got Darren Waller that may not ping with Quinn Ewers. So you guys have breakfast together. Okay, you need to make this work. This is your shot. And we've got Colby Parkinson, who's the other tight end that everybody's all excited about streaming this week and betting this week. And we've got Tyler Higbee activated. So I'm just saying, for you fantasy players out there, we need to pray for some breakfasts.
I
Quinn
thoroughly
and
disagree.
Waller.
I think the first thing that Darren Waller needs to do is get back with Kelsey Plum so he can break up with Kelsey Plum again so we can get another sweet single. It's really good. Who's a better musician, him or Trevor Bauer?
Oh my God.
The answers are both shit, but which one's the worst?
Do you know how much I hate Trevor Bauer?
Oh, do you know about
that
you?
Do you know that you have struck up on
You hate Trevor Bauer.
That guy.
I had to
Oh my
fucking
God.
play with that fucking guy.
I hated that guy before the world hated that
Oh, yeah,
guy.
that's right. You hated him
No, I
before
hated
it
him
was
first.
cool.
You can I did hate him before it was cool, but everyone was like, no, he's a great pitcher.
I hated him since college, so I have some
Okay,
actual
fine.
shit on
I
this.
hate that guy.
That guy's a clown.
Yeah, obviously.
what a
With his
clown.
temper tantrums and like he's
Just a
so
big old
overrated.
baby.
He's
Just
so
a big
disgusting.
old,
He's
big
a
old
huge
fucking
boy.
baby.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Waller. Anything versus Trevor Bauer loses.
Okay, well, they're good.
Always.
Congratulations, Waller. You're a better musician than Trevor Bauer. You did it. Hey, let's shiggle a little bit, Rock. Those of you that are wondering, Jen looks very confused right now. Of course, Shiggles is our shits and giggles segment. I think it's best that we never prepare people for that.
That was terrifying.
I think it's very best that we never ever prepare them. Yeah, listen, my shiggle is going to be very simple. Bowl season is officially dead. It's over. We don't have to deal with any more of the Tostitos who gives a shit bowls. No more of these 6-6 teams. And I'll give you the reason why I know for a fact it's dead. Rock, can you pull up that photo from the LA Gronk Bowl last weekend, which was a game that had two West Coast teams in Washington and Boise State? That right there was the turnout at SoFi Stadium for the LA Gronk Bowl. Nobody gave a shit. Not even nobody. I was barely even televised as far as I can even tell. This is trying to become one of the more premier non-major bowls over the last couple of years, and frankly, it's a big old dud. It's quite frankly embarrassing, and if anything we've learned in the last couple of weeks, I'd honestly say Notre Dame has already finally showed you. The bowls don't matter. The way this is getting expanded playoff-wise, the only thing that matters is that. So, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we just go ahead and kill off the bowl system, because it is just a waste of your time, my time, and it's just a way for you to get, I don't know, shown Pop-Tarts again and people getting dumped with mayo, which is fucking gross.
Tostitos?
I do like Tostitos.
I do too.
I like Scoops.
What about the Rose Bowl parade?
This is a hot take. I hate the Rose Bowl and hope it's torn down soon.
Oh.
Yes.
And why is that?
Because I went to UCLA, and UCLA never won there. And frankly, have you been to the Rose Bowl? There's 4 entrances to get into the Rose Bowl, and it's an old stadium that desperately needs upgrades. And
Oh my God. Is it like Dodger Stadium? Because
it's-
that experience is so
it's worse.
torturous.
It's actually worse to get to the Rose Bowl than it is to Dodger
No,
Stadium.
there is nothing that is worse than getting in and out of Dodger
Allow
Stadium.
me to introduce you to Pasadena. Because that's a bitch to get in and out of. And I can't stress enough, there's a golf course there that's also a bitch to get in and out of. And that's where you actually park when you go to the Rose Bowl. And listen, I understand people's nostalgia for the Rose Bowl. I totally get it. I'm born and raised in Santa Monica. I'm from LA. I went to UCLA. I've been to the Rose Bowl more than fucking all of you. What I hate is every year at the Rose Bowl, you have like some idiot on TV going like, look at that sunset. You can't get that sunset anywhere else in America but the Rose Bowl. Yeah, you can. The other 100 fucking square miles of Los Angeles, you have the same exact sunset. Play anywhere else.
Okay. I'll accept that. But not if we're getting rid of bowls. If we're getting rid of all bowls, then there's no sunsets. There's no beautiful.
Well, we'll have the bowls for the playoff. You can
Yeah, for the playoff.
rename
Okay,
each playoff game a different bowl.
Fine. That's fine. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There you get your Pop-Tarts and your mayo. Everybody wins. What are you shiggling about?
I'm going to say I need to find a way to make this Netflix membership that I'm buying back, because I keep canceling my Netflix and then re-signing up because you're putting Christmas Day games that I don't even want to watch.
Oh, these are so bad.
I don't even want to watch these games. Do we want to watch the Chiefs? Do we want to watch the Cowboys? I mean, obviously now I'm obliged. I have to. As I told you, I was forced into Cowboy fandom. I cannot shake it off. And we're in this industry now. So, of course, we're going to be watching this game. So, not only are you guys kind of taking over our Christmas, you couldn't leave us one day to just be with our families. You have to do this whole NFL Christmas thing. I'm not a fan of that. So, here's my solution. Now, Netflix is not governed by the FCC.
It is not.
They can do whatever the hell they want.
That's factual.
I think the NFL should do a little bit of whatever the hell they want too. Okay? So here's what I think you should do. As a Christmas gift to those of us that are watching it, as a Christmas gift to the players, you should let them do whatever silly they want to do.
No question.
If they want to line up and roll a bowling ball and all their player friends fall over like bowling pins, they should get to do it. If they want to do the gritty, whatever they want to do, they should get to do it. No fines. Okay? Scrooge? No fines. It's Christmas. And this will maybe even encourage a little more offense, because how many guys are going to want to get into the end zone so they can do their silly on national broadcast?
I want to make this abundantly clear. I think the fact that there is any penalty on a
so
celebration
absurd.
is the
It's
dumbest
so
shit
absurd.
in sports. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm going to use baseball as
Yeah.
an example because obviously it's what I did for a long time. The unwritten rule for pimping a home run is the
pimping a home
dumbest
run.
rule in the world. If I want to
pimping
bat
a home
flip,
run.
I'm going to bat flip that
should
thing
bat
fucking 9 times. If I want that thing to helicopter into center field, I'm going to do it.
100%.
If you don't like it, don't let me hit a home run. And
100%.
And on the flip side, if a pitcher wants to fist pump like a fucking maniac and do cartwheels into the dugout,
After each-
I probably shouldn't have fucking struck out. Every unwritten rule is to safeguard somebody's fragile ego.
I know.
And the fact that we, as professional athletes, are safeguarding fragile egos is a fucking embarrassment to me.
And honestly, if you wonder why maybe people are getting a little less excited about sports, and then you're coming up with these ideas like, oh, let's put an NBA cup in the middle. That looks like people. No, let people pimp their home runs.
Yes.
That's all you have to do.
Right there.
That's all you have to do.
Tavio's nailing it. More than one thrust. Yes, Hingle McCringleberry.
Yes.
3 thrusts, 4 thrusts. Get all the thrusts you want. It's
As
allowed.
many thrusts as you want. Merry freaking Christmas.
Christmas thrusts.
That's
Rock,
what
you
I'm gonna do.
shiggling?
Yeah, I'll keep it real brief because I'm a massive geek, and a show that I really care about came out last night, and it sucks. So I don't want to bring the mood down too much, but yeah, I guess I'm trying to shiggle about it, but less laughing, I guess, more shitting. I don't know. That's I'm
What's
just
the
gonna throw
show
back
though?
Fallout. It sucks. I can't get into
Okay,
it. With
I've never
people.
watched it.
I
I
don't know
will
what
freely
Fallout
admit.
is.
I love Walton Goggins, but I haven't been able
Goggins is
to.
incredible. He's the best part of the show. I just think it means so much to me. It's like if a book or a musical or something you guys loved was being adapted. It means so much to me, and they're just dropping
I
the
hate
ball.
when that happens. I hate when
Sucks.
that
It
happens.
sucks.
Sorry to
but
hear
yeah,
that.
I'm trying to laugh about it, and I'm just kind of disappointed.
You poor thing. Shane in Chicago. What are you shiggling about, my guy?
Yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a reason to shiggle today. I'm going to be 34 in March. And something happened to me this morning that I was not prepared for at all at this age. I slipped in the shower.
What?
I caught myself, but I slipped in the shower.
Oh, you slipped.
Oh, I thought you said you
should have
slept
more-
in the shower. I'm like, dude.
I was like, how? Were you drinking beer in there too?
Okay, you slipped in the shower. Okay, continue.
I slipped in the shower again, caught myself on the way down. So there was no thud. There was no serious injury outside of that to my ego and integrity. I slipped in the shower at 33 years old.
That's okay.
I don't know if I can shower again.
Well, it's good. That's okay because you're virtual.
Yeah, I will tell you, there's a bunch of
Yeah.
there's a bunch of weird, random old guy shit I've been kind of accidentally doing.
Really?
Yeah, like
Please do tell.
this is like, it's something simple like this, like something like I'll be on the couch late at night and watching like a TV show or movie, and
Yeah.
just I'll kind of nod off. Guess where my bed is that night? Because I don't feel like getting up and just going to the other room. That's too much effort. It's like little
hate
things that I'm like finding myself doing. Like I'm going to bed at like 8:30 now, and like I'm like getting up in the morning and saying like weird shit like top of the morning to everybody, like really weird old guy shit that I am like weirdly looking in the mirror and going like, who the fuck are you?
I don't hate that. But I still, when I fall asleep watching TV, I do get up and put myself into bed.
Yeah, you
so
probably
I do that.
Yeah, you're both younger and
But I
mentally
also
younger.
do get weirdly, really excited when I have a reason to get up really early.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And especially if it's like a workout. Like, yes, I have a 6 a.m. workout. awesome. I'm going to kill this day. So I don't know. Maybe that's getting old, or maybe it's just being a world beater.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what I do. Every morning I wake up at 4 a.m. because I want to. And then I sit around going like, all right, I'm going to get to the gym. Then I'm going to do the New York Times cross puzzle. Then I'm going to get the band back together and all the things that I'm very ambitious about at 4 a.m. And then 9 a.m. rolls around. I haven't done shit.
So what you're saying is this podcast is actually like 4 p.m. on your clock.
More or less,
So
yes.
after this,
it's actually the
Blue Light
evening
special
right now.
It's actually the evening.
And I'm getting
It's
ready to
actually
go to
dinner
bed.
after this.
By the way, Shane, someone makes a very good point, Tavia. Do you have gripping on the floor of your, like the bottom of the tub?
No, but I should probably get it now, right?
Yeah.
Just don't get the
I
daisy
think that's probably
shaped one.
smart.
Dude, I'll admit, I have slipped a few times in the shower before when I didn't have that grip, and that's a tough tumble, dude. It's a tough way to
Yeah,
get
it is
hurt.
a tough tumble. More for your ego than anything.
Yes.
Did you grab the shower curtain and pull it down?
Oh, yes. So many people die
No,
that
I missed
way.
the curtain, and as I was going
Cause of
down,
death in Chicago.
hit the thing, like the wall of the tub.
Oh,
I was
ouch.
able to grab that.
Dude, that's how one of the first Final Destination kind of started. Just remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, good. Before we get out of here, of course, we want to do a couple of quick things. One, I want to get to this because it's in here, and I just think this is interesting. I want to get to know Jen a little bit better. Jen, explain to me your issue with Christmas yard decorations or the dichotomy of Halloween decorations.
I'm sorry, but if you are putting up giant skeletons and corpses
So cool.
and coffins in your lawn,
So cool.
you are a weirdo. I automatically think you're a weirdo. I do. I'm sorry. If you have a frat house and you want to do it, cool. Whatever. You're 20, whatever years old. You're 18. Fine. Do that. But if you're an adult, like I'm driving through these nicer neighborhoods in Los Angeles, Orange County, and you have full on skeletons hanging from your trees, coffins. Like, no, that's weird. Like, where are you housing that the rest of the year? Do you have a Halloween warehouse? Why are you doing it?
I hear what you're saying, but the ice wizard once a year is okay though?
Yes, 100% Christmas joy. You can you can have flashy reindeers, Santa Clauses. I don't care. That's fine.
Where are you putting that for a year?
In your Christmas closet, which is fine. Everyone has a Christmas
Why can't I have a
closet.
Halloween closet?
Because it's weird. Because that's creepy. What if someone comes over to your house and accidentally opens up your Halloween closet?
And
What
I
if
tell
they
them
be
that's
like,
the Halloween
that's the
closet, and they're
Halloween
like, "That's
closet."
badass.
Oh, do you keep dead bodies in there too?
Yes, I'd like them to be scared. Let them know. Yes.
No.
Is that a dead body? Yes. Don't fuck up while you're
What
here.
is it that you're like, oh, it's Halloween decor day. Let's go outside and hang the skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Yes. Rock. Why? I don't feel like I'm crazy here. Listen, I don't decorate for either, but I don't see the difference.
No, you know what? Now that I'm hearing Jen say it, I understand.
Oh,
a little bit
you
more.
kiss
No,
ass.
I do.
Weird.
No, 100% I do. Because
See?
I was telling Cody before the show, there is a house at the end of my block that does. I don't know why it's doing the zoom and shit. I'm just going back to you guys. There's a house at the end of the block that does. That keeps the skeleton up year round. Just a big old skeleton on the front yard, and it's. And they were late to take down their Halloween decorations for sure.
Now, I'll admit that's weird.
It's a little strange.
That'll
if
say it's
Halloween
weird.
decorations are still up now,
November
you're
1st,
on.
maybe it's time to get them down.
Yes, 100%, 100%. So yes, I will. The vibes, right, as opposed to corpses and skeletons hanging around, lights, a Santa maybe, a little reindeer.
That's
it's
positive.
better.
It's about life. It's about joy. It's about giving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is death not a part of life?
No, it's not.
Jesus, let's make sure everybody doesn't know shit.
Okay, look, if you have your own like custom haunted house, and if kids actually trick or treated, I might even understand.
I
But
will
it's not
admit,
like
we
kids
get
trick-or-treat.
no kids trick or treating in
They
this
don't
part
trick
of
or
town.
Yeah, I mean, like the first time I had the house in Orange County, and I was like all excited. I had my bowl with and I was like the neighbor that got the good candy, right? I was not going to give away raisins or Smarties. I had the good
wrong with
candy, like
Smarties?
full-size candy bars, so that all the kids in the neighborhood would like me.
Yeah.
And not a single one of them showed up.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, you're just playing 4D chess. You bought that for yourself, and you knew that. You were like, when they don't show up, guess who has full-size candy?
I took it to Yankee Stadium and I pigged out. And I felt better about it.
Well, it's one way to make Yankee Stadium more enjoyable. That is for damn sure. By the way, right here, Rocky siding with Jen while he's wearing MJ's Thriller jacket. No,
Star-Lord. I
that
did MJ a
jacket's
lot.
too dark of a red, and
It's Star-Lord.
and I refuse to say a negative thing about that jacket. It's a sweet jacket. It is a sweet jacket. All right, let's bring in Shane real quick for some quick hitters. Shaner!
All right, guys. Puka Nakua spoke out on officiating and said that the officiating is getting so bad these guys just want to get on TV. We've seen a major shift in the way that Major League Baseball officiates in terms of them beefing up their video surveillance of the game. Is it just time to get rid of all in-person referees and go strictly computers? We've seen the replay assist in the NFL and how well it works, especially for first down measurements. Is it time to just put one official out there for the eyes and do everything by computers?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's getting close. I think one of the interesting things of the MLB All-Star Game, which I'm usually not a fan of, was actually the called balls and them being able to challenge with the ABS system.
I don't know if I
thought that
love
was
the
kinda
challenge,
cool.
but I do like the automated strike zone.
I like that. But I also think that if we totally eliminate the human element, then what are we going to fight about? Because don't we love complaining about the refs? Don't we like to blame it on the refs when Dez really caught it?
My only
Dez
issue
caught it.
That's
right?
fair.
Okay,
but
so that was the ref.
But my issue is, hear me out on this. On the NFL side, aren't the rules like say something that's always contested, something along the lines of a pass interference? Would an automated system actually help this? Because
No,
I feel like
it wouldn't.
the description of what a pass interference even is doesn't even make sense because it changes year to year based on, since it's such a subjective type of thing. You know, we watched it last weekend where guys were like, I don't know if that was a pass interference, but it was called. And I don't even know how a replay even changes that, since that particular call is kind of subjective.
I think you have to keep some human elements. So I think it's good to have the blend. Like, I love that. I love the automatic balls and strikes system.
I do, because,
love that.
but by the way, I think that's just a practical matter because
practical.
Pitching has gotten so intense, ball movement's gotten so intense, the speed of it, the human eye just can't do it anymore. I just think they need help.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually sympathize with umpires in this particular.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
All right, Jay. What do you got?
Moving on. An Eagles fan was visited by the Philadelphia police when he posted on Facebook, "Might kill myself. I'll let you know." Cop shows up, and the guy's quoted as saying on his Ring camera, "Dude, Jalen Hurts just threw 6 interceptions. I don't know what you want me to do." Has your favorite team ever driven you to proposing suicide?
Not to the point where the police had to show up, but I am a Raider fan, so you know that fucking answer. They were the worst.
Homicide, maybe.
Yeah. Certainly not because of a
Homicide
bet.
much better than suicide,
Definitely not
okay.
because I've never thought this about my head coach. If I lost like a bet of like $250,000 on a bet and then proposed killing I think that's a terrible and dumb idea to do. But I don't think I've ever thought it. The only thing I've ever really thought about doing is just leave the team. But I can't do it because I'm broken.
I'm just going to simply say no, that's never happened to me because I'm an adult.
Smart.
Then what are you doing being a sports
Smart.
fan?
Love
Fucking
that.
grow down and be worse. You got anything else?
Love that. Yeah, the most popular sports podcast in the world outside of this one, of course, is Barstool's Pardon My Take. They announced today that they're leaving YouTube for Netflix. Would you go through the extra step of opening Netflix to watch your favorite podcast?
Maybe actually. Like, so my favorite podcast is Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. And I do find myself watching clips of Conan O'Brien on YouTube all the time. If I could only find that on Netflix, I would. I don't know if I'd necessarily go to Netflix to find it, but if I went on Netflix and it was available to me in front of me, I would likely click on it. I just thought it was interesting. And by the way, this is not a knock on Barstool at all, because what they've done is very impressive and how their following is quite staggering. I was just surprised by the announcement only because I don't know if that Good Morning Barstool thing's been going all that great at Fox. So the timing of it was just very unique to me as far as the decision, but good for them and congratulations. I don't have an issue with anybody else getting jobs. I think rising tides lifts all ships.
I would. I think if I had a really favorite podcast, I'd be willing to go. I mean, I'm going to turn on Netflix to watch the Cowboys. So I think I would. But I do wonder, like, one of the places I like to consume podcasts is in the car. I think that would be more difficult. And a lot of times I like to do it if I'm out walking, running, in the car. So that would limit it. So just like, I don't know how smart it is necessarily just to go to Netflix, but I'm sure they're smarter than I am. And people will
I'll
find
take a
ways to
paycheck.
consume it.
I'll take the paycheck. I'm sure the paycheck was quite
Yeah.
nice for them to
Yeah.
shut down their YouTube channel. That just tells me Netflix paid for that, and congratulations to everybody involved. I mean, that's a hell of a deal. And who knows that I'm just wondering. And Shane, what do you guys? And I'd love everybody's opinion. Do you think that this is something that's good for the sports media world, or do you think this is a step back? Because the truth is, I have no idea.
I mean, so as someone who consumes the majority of my favorite podcasts on YouTube, I like the freedom of being able to switch back and forth from the same platform.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be very difficult, same as watching a game on Peacock while there's a game on CBS, while there's a game on Paramount Plus existing at the same time. You've got to switch between all these different networks.
It's a bitch.
And it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but that extra 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds to get from one app to the other is incredibly inconvenient, as opposed to just hitting the back button, or opposed to just hitting that next podcast in the queue on YouTube, right? So it's great for them, but I think overall it is a detriment to the consumer.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I did read that Netflix was looking to do the podcast thing, and I don't know is the truth. Like listen, we're on a podcast right now, a live digital podcast as we currently speak. But I do think the word podcast itself is even watered down because everybody and their cousin has a podcast. And it's just one of those things.
It is. And actually something I was going to reflect upon
Oh,
later.
well, we'll
Let's do that. Let's reflect.
Then
Cody.
let's do it. Hey, Rock. Reflections. Reflections. I will go ahead with my first reflection, and I'm going to reflect specifically on today's show. One, Jen Piacenti, the host of Shark Bets.
The owner and founder and CEO.
Of course,
Shark Bets.
all of the bets. And of course, download the app. Get right on that as quickly as you humanly can, especially if you're somebody that's into the whole gambling sphere. One, my reflection is it's been a blast having you here today. But my reflection is very specifically,
Oh, boy.
I am I am just blown away that you thought I hated you this whole time. I feel awful that was a feeling because I do try to be nice to everyone. It turns out I've been a dick this whole time.
No, you haven't been. No, you haven't been. You've been perfectly nice and perfectly kind. It's just one of those things. Like I was in my head about it. I was like,
nope.
he hates having to work with me.
Oh, nope. I was very
was
pleased to
such a
work with you
jerk to
then.
him.
And I had a blast working with you today. And honestly, I feel like you did us a favor by coming in here and
you.
stepping into the shoes of Michelle Beadle today.
No one can step into Michelle Beadle's shoes.
I
first
know.
off.
She tells me
if
all the
you
time.
had told me when I was studying music in Fort Worth that one day I'd be sitting in Michelle Beadle's chair, I would have said, no, that's not true. That is a lie. But here
But
we are,
it's
which
true.
is fun, which is so cool. I want to follow up on what we're talking about, how everybody has a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give a piece of advice to all these athletes. I do not think that all these athletes should be having a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they are doing themselves and their careers a huge disservice.
110%.
Because when I know every thought that Micah Parsons thinks, when I know every thought that Travis Kelce thinks, there
Draymond
is
Green.
no more mystery. There is no more mystique. There's no more you're different than me. I want you to be elite. I want you to be later after you retire. If you're Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders now wants to tell me how he was so incredible and how he can make 7 defenders miss on a run, I want to hear that now. I don't really want to hear your in and outs of like what you had for breakfast on your podcast during the week. I want to think of you as Barry Sanders. I think Travis Kelce has actually done a lot to diminish how people will think of him as a football player.
Oh, I don't think of him as a football player at all anymore, which is
At all.
amazing because he's an incredible football player.
He would have been remembered as an incredible football player. I think the same for Michael Parsons. I think Amon Ra's going down this path. And don't get me
Draymond
wrong,
Green's already down that road.
I love John Brown on that podcast. He is such a trip. I watch it just for him. But I don't need to watch Amon Ra and his brother talk about what I'm not. Don't do it. Just don't ruin your careers like this. I understand that we're in this age, the kids these days, where everything is like out there all the time. But there is some element to keeping a few things private and having some mystery that's going to serve you well in life, especially for how you're remembered. And, this Puka live stream now and this Aiden Ross thing and Mookie's going on and all this. Guys, just stop. You don't need to, you're incredible athletes. Just do this. You can be a podcaster later. You have a whole lot of life to live. You have a whole second thing. Everybody doesn't need to be a star. Everybody doesn't need to have a podcast.
I agree.
It says 2 people on a podcast.
Yeah. Only we should have a podcast.
Only us.
Just us.
That's it.
Yeah, just the scrubs who didn't make it to the realm that they
Exactly.
did.
Just
I mean,
the
I got there.
understudies and the
Yeah.
standbys.
Yeah, the understudies on Broadway and
We-
the 26th man on your roster
We
for
should have a
2
podcast.
seasons.
That's right.
That's right. That's
Absolutely
all
right.
the people you
That's
need
for
to learn
us.
from.
Leave us. Leave
Yeah,
for us.
you have all the money.
Yeah.
Dicks.
Give us the scraps.
God. Rock, what do you got?
I'm just reflecting on another great show. This week has gone swimmingly and without a hitch, so I'm just thankful for that. I also, I guess, in more down news, I didn't know that fucking Mookie Betts was going to go on Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
If that's true.
And I didn't know who that was
Oh,
until you
good
told me
Lord.
before the show, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not.
And
a fan.
I don't like
I'll
him
keep
now.
that
Not
short. I'm not a
necessary.
fan.
Yeah, I don't
so.
like that guy at all now.
Strange.
Whoever the fuck he is, he sounds like a dick.
Yeah,
More
not a
reason
fan.
for people to hate the Dodgers. No, just kidding.
God, fucking Dodgers. Shane.
Yeah, I'm gonna temporarily bring it down for just a second, and I'm not gonna pour my entire heart out there because I did so on social media, both my Instagram and Twitter. If anybody wants to see my expanded thoughts, but I had to put my dog down on Monday,
Oh my
which
God.
is an incredibly difficult thing. My last dog lived till he was about 18, and this one just before she turned 11. And I did not expect to have to do that right now. So if you want to see my full thoughts, they're up on my social media. But I'm reflecting on an incredible 11 years with my soul dog. So if you've got dogs out there, cats, whatever, just give them a hug because time moves pretty damn quickly, and eventually you're going to turn around and they won't be there anymore. So
It's true.
reflecting on that. But again, my full thoughts on the who my dog was as a being are up on my Twitter.
Millie was an absolutely wonderful dog. I had the wonderful opportunity to play with Millie a few times. Just the sweetest. And Shane, we love you. You know how we love the show. You on the show. We loved Millie, and we're just so sorry that you had to deal with that this week. And we're glad you're back. But man, we are so sorry. We love you to death, man.
Yeah, all good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course. And everybody in the chat, same thing. Everybody's with you, man, and we love you. Also, Jen, Northside said, I want to say, that being said, you absolutely kicked ass today. Great
Oh,
job.
thank you.
And really, this has been a fun time. It's been co-host week. It's been a little chaotic, but Jen was a great addition this week, and thrilled to have had you. And of course, tell the people where they can absolutely find you. And
Oh yeah, you can find me on Twitter, on Instagram at Jen Piacenti, Piacenti, 1 N on Jen. But Shark Bets is my new business I started this year, and you can download it in the App Store. And it's just basically my betting advice. Comes to you kind of like an Instagram for sports betting. So you get a video or an audio. If I see something, I'm like, hey, grab this line now. I send you an audio message, like a 60-second message. Hey, guys, get this. It's fun. It's a way to like walkie-talkie with the people.
And also, you can get some of these bets on her Instagram itself. There's phenomenal videos. Make sure you're following her on everything, every social media platform you can. And of course, follow the show.
Yes.
Like, share, and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, wherever you get your podcasts. And on top of that, follow us on social media. We'll be cutting a bunch of clips from today's show. We have a bunch of clips from yesterday's show and the day before with the other guest co-host. Tomorrow, guest co-host, writer, director Joe Carnahan. He's got the movie The Rip coming out. Hopefully this will be taking place, and if it doesn't take place, hey, we'll have something else for you, but I'm pretty sure it'll take place.
It's going to take place.
It's going to take place. Joe, you better show up. But that is going to be it for us today. We will be back tomorrow, noon Pacific, right here as always. And as always, R.I.P. Estelle Getty.